Decision fatigue rarely announces itself. It quietly settles into ordinary moments. When answering one more email feels strangely difficult, when choosing what to eat becomes frustrating, or when a simple conversation leaves you feeling mentally exhausted. Most people assume they're losing motivation or discipline. Yet often, the real problem is not a lack of willpower. It is that your mind has been spending its finest energy on countless small decisions that never truly deserved it. The moment you recognize this hidden drain, gratitude naturally begins to arise, not because life has become easier, but because you have discovered something powerful that was shaping your days without your awareness. The human brain is designed to make decisions, but it is also designed to protect its energy. Every choice carries a subtle cognitive cost. Individually, these costs seem insignificant. Together, they quietly accumulate. This is why, after a day filled with constant choices, people often gravitate toward familiar habits rather than thoughtful actions. It is not necessarily laziness. It is the brain attempting to conserve its remaining mental resources. Decision fatigue is not simply about making too many choices. It is about spending precious attention on choices that contribute little to the life you truly want. An overlooked consequence of decision fatigue is that it slowly changes the quality of our values. When the mind grows tired, urgency begins to overpower importance. We answer what is loud instead of what is meaningful. Immediate comfort begins to outweigh long-term growth. We may postpone learning, avoid difficult conversations, or neglect healthy routines, not because we no longer care, but because mental exhaustion quietly lowers the standard by which we evaluate our options. In this way, decision fatigue does more than influence behavior. It subtly reshapes identity, one small compromise at a time. There is another hidden layer. Modern life celebrates having more options, yet every additional option demands attention before it can be rejected. More choices do not automatically create more freedom. Sometimes they create more hesitation. Real freedom often comes from thoughtful limits. When your principles become clear, countless unnecessary decisions disappear on their own. A person guided by deeply understood values spends less time debating every possibility because many possibilities no longer compete for attention. Clarity is not restrictive, it is liberating. This understanding invites a different kind of gratitude. We become thankful not for endless opportunities, but for the wisdom to recognize which opportunities deserve our energy. Gratitude grows when we realize that our attention is one of life's most valuable gifts. Every unnecessary decision avoided becomes a quiet investment in the decisions that truly shape our character, relationships, health, and purpose. Awareness itself becomes a blessing because it allows us to reclaim the parts of ourselves that constant mental noise had slowly hidden. At this point, the timeless qualities of Lord Hanuman naturally illuminate the path forward. Among his many virtues, one shines especially brightly here: unwavering clarity rooted in selfless purpose. Lord Hanuman did not scatter his strength across distractions. His immense power was guided by devotion, wisdom, discipline, and a clear understanding of what truly mattered. His greatness was not measured by the number of choices he faced, but by the steadiness with which he recognized the righteous one. In a world overflowing with options, his example reminds us that inner strength grows when purpose becomes stronger than distraction. Living this devotion can begin with remarkably practical actions. Decide in advance what does not require daily debate. Establish simple routines for your mornings, meals, exercise, learning, and rest. Before opening your phone, ask yourself which single decision today deserves your freshest attention. When faced with many possibilities, pause and ask, does this serve the person I am trying to become? If the answer is no, let it go without guilt. Each unnecessary decision released is an act of respect toward your own mind. In these quiet moments, devotion becomes visible, not through grand gestures, but through disciplined stewardship of your attention. As these habits deepen, devotion also changes its meaning. It is no longer confined to moments of prayer alone. It becomes the daily practice of protecting the clarity that allows kindness, patience, courage, and wise judgment to flourish. Every thoughtful choice becomes an offering. Every unnecessary distraction, gently declined, becomes an expression of inner discipline. Every moment of calm reflection becomes a reminder that true strength is not found in doing everything, but in faithfully doing what matters most. Now, allow yourself a few quiet breaths. Let your shoulders soften. Notice that your mind does not need to solve every problem at this moment. Silently thank Lord Hanuman for the qualities of clarity, steadfastness, wisdom, and disciplined devotion that continue to guide countless hearts through confusion. Ask for the strength to spend your mental energy only where truth, compassion, and purpose invite it.